Wait, what? BMW just dropped a baby GS. The F450GS is real, it's wild, and it's making KTM nervous. Type Mini GS madness if you're already in love with this little beast. Welcome to Biker's Choice, the channel where every gear shift feels like a love story. Ladies, gents, and throttle-happy maniacs, stop whatever you're doing. Hide your wallets, hold your heart, and maybe sit down because BMW just launched a new bombshell in the ADV world. Introducing the brand spanking new BMW F450GS coming in 2026. Yes, you heard that right, not 850, not 750. 450. This ain't your average baby brother. This is the adventure bike world's youngest troublemaker. Drop a comment right now, would you ride a 450 cubic centimeters GS across the country, or across your street just to make your neighbor jealous? Who asked for a 450 cubic centimeters GS? BMW, everyone. Eventually. Okay, first let's address the elephant in the garage. Why would BMW, maker of big, burly GS beasts, decide to create a compact adventure bike? Because not everyone wants to wrestle a 260 kilograms giraffe every time they miss a turn into a trail. Because new riders want an entry into the GS family without selling their kidneys. Because, lightweight plus tech plus German DNA equals ADV gold. And let's be honest, don't we all secretly want a GS we can drop without crying? Engine specs, small displacement, big attitude. Here comes the juicy stuff. What's hiding under this new Beamer's sculpted tank? 450 cubic centimeters single-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled and surprisingly refined. Estimated 45 to 50 horsepower, which is like strapping a lion to a BMX. Torque. Around 40 Newton meters, plenty for wheelies in first and second, don't ask how I know. Top speed, 150 to 160 kilometers per hour, and yes, it'll get you there while yelling, I'm not a baby GS. It's basically a Swiss Army knife with a fuel tank. Compact, capable, and a little bit crazy. Now real talk, would you take a 450 cubic centimeters on a long-distance trip? Or would you stick to the 1,200 cubic centimeters club? Let's start a civil war in the comments. Size matters, and sometimes smaller wins. Weighing in at around 160 to 170 kilograms wet, the F450GS is light enough to lift off a trail without needing therapy afterward. This makes it white heavy checkmark beginner friendly, white heavy checkmark trail ready, white heavy checkmark city slicer approved. Seat height. Around 840 millimeters, which is manageable for most humans, sorry, hobbits. Ground clearance. More than your local speed bumps, less than your KTM riding uncle claims he needs. BMW designed this thing to be flickable, fun, and fierce, all in one ADV-flavored burrito. Looks that scream, Mini GS, major swagger. Let's just say, it looks like the F850GS and the Dakar Rally had a baby. Signature GS beak up front, because what is a GS without the beak? LED headlight setup like a stormtrooper's eyes. Compact, muscular tank with sharp lines. Optional rally-style windscreen and hand guards for those, I'm serious about this, vibes. And yes, it comes in that iconic BMW rally color scheme, blue, white, red, and a sprinkle of, don't mess with me, black. Would you ride this bike to work, or just park it in your living room for the vibes? Electronics, this ain't no basic dirt bike. Hold on to your gadgets, fam. BMW went full nerd mode even on this 450 cubic centimeters beast. TFT display with smartphone connectivity, maps, calls, and maybe memes. ABS and off-road ABS, brake without braking stuff. Traction control, to keep the front wheel down, unless you're a rebel. Multiple ride modes, road, rain, off-road, and possibly, sending. Optional cruise control, for when you're pretending this is a 1250 GS. Let's be honest. Who else just wants a 450 cubic centimeters bike with cruise control so you can flex on touring guys? Suspension and off-road readiness, trail me, bro. Suspension setup. Long travel forks up front, $41 million likely. Adjustable rear monoshock. Wire spoke wheels, 21-inch front/18 rear, on the off-road variant. Optional bash plate for smashing through regrets. This bike suspension screams, take me off-road, I dare you. You won't be launching it off cliffs, well, you could, but you'll be hopping logs, sliding through mud, and making your Insta look like a Dakar audition. Drop your favorite trail name in the comments, where would you take the F450GS on day 1? Touring potential, is it a mini ADV or a max fun machine? BMW didn't make this for full-on cross-continent touring, but let's be honest, someone's already planning to ride this across Mongolia. With pannier mounts, an optional top box, and USB charging, this bike is ready for that 3-day weekend you've been talking about for 3 years. And yes, your tent, tools, and taco supplies will fit if you pack like a minimalist monk. Price tag, is this the cheapest way into BMW GS life? Let's get to the scary part. How many organs do you need to sell? Surprisingly, not many. Expected price, $7,000 to $8,000, depending on region and trim, which makes it one of the most affordable GS models ever. And that includes all the badging, the tech, and the clout at Starbucks. Now be honest, would you buy this instead of a CRF 450L or a KTM 390 Adventure? Drop your loyalty in the chat, let the battle begin. Final verdict, should you even consider this? Let's wrap it up like a burrito at a fuel stop. The BMW F450GS is for white heavy checkmark riders who want adventure without the intimidation, white heavy checkmark commuters who dream of trails but live in traffic, white heavy checkmark newbies, returners, and even seasoned vets who want a just send it bike, white heavy checkmark anyone who wants the GS badge without lifting a mountain of metal. It's fun-sized, tech-loaded, and adventure-approved. BMW didn't just shrink the GS, they distilled it. That's a wrap, bikers family. So, what do you think about the BMW F450GS? Speech balloon, are you in love? Skeptical? Confused? Already sold your 650? Let's blow up the comments like a backfire at midnight. Smash the like button if this bike made your heart race, hit subscribe for more launches, roasts,